cousin, you really want to experience America, you must see a show here. How about it?
It's a good idea, Roman. I come to collect you in next hour.
Well, that was something I didn't plan on doing. Roman literally just called me the second I pressed the record button, and now I'm seeing a show with him. Anyway, hi ladies and gentlemen, Spenny here, and welcome back to Grand Theft Auto 4, Part 2. And it's kind of a coincidence that I loaded the game at night, because that's usually when I do these gameplay commentaries, right before I go to bed. Meanwhile, Nico only needs 6 hours of sleep to regenerate, because he's got plenty of work to do. But first, let's go see that show. Nah, actually on second thoughts, I'm not going to watch it, because I want to do these missions, but keep Roman happy at the same time.
Ready to go home. You will drive your cousin?
Honestly, the only excuse to hang out with Roman is if you use him as a punching bag. The best example of this, I'll illustrate once Algonquin is unlocked.
That was fun, NB. Hit me up if you want to hang out again soon.
I admit, I don't have too much to say about this mission because it's nothing more than a filter to introduce even more features of this game. Like this one is about the wanted system and how to evade it.
Thanks for coming. Can you take me over to Masterson Street?
Masterson Street it is, Jermaine.
You're Nico, right? The hotshot ladies man cruising around the Mediterranean breaking hearts and making millions?
Now I kind of want to see these emails Roman sent to Nick. Oh no, went too far.
That's exactly the kind of bullshit I can imagine Roman.
Sorry, I was so focused on trying to go as fast as I can that I didn't see where I was going. Damn, I looked like king of the world and look at me now.
That door isn't meant to be open.
Pay attention now to remove the wanted system out of the way. Now, the wanted system is a little bit different from the 3D universe, in which you have to escape that circle on the HUD without being spotted. And I have to admit, it took a bit of a while to lose them, because I was trying to explain how it worked. It's easy to forget that 2 stars means they'll at least try to keep up and ram you off the road. I wonder what Jermaine was doing to trigger 2 stars anyway. So yeah, you gotta try and escape the match. Trying to escape the wanted like this. But what is really good about this system is no matter how many stars you have, it's possible to lose them without resorting to a pain spray. Though they do exist. In fact, that's what I'm going to right now. Maybe that can be something I'll try to do in the future when I beat this game. Trying to evade 6 stars without cheats, pain sprays, or underground train tracks.
Liberty City, Nico.
Roman, I guess. And some other things. I'm looking for something.
Good luck finding them. How's the hunt been going so far?
It has not really started yet.
Okay, we're here. Thanks, man. Keep looking after Roman, alright?
Yeah, unlike the predecessors, if you drive into the pay and spray while the police see you, they won't spray the car. You have to be out of their sights, which makes sense. Though, if the AI operated that way in GTA 3, I don't think I would have beaten the game by now, given how many close calls I've had in missions thanks to pay and sprays.
Roman, I got your friend Jermaine where he wanted to go.
Good, Nico, thanks. Can talk. See you soon.
I suppose that's the positive with having such a slow pace. Because GTA 4 is so story focused, you gotta be more subtle as a game designer. Put the characters in situations where the player learns something different slowly, because it's a GTA game entering a different generation, as well as using as much of the map as possible. The only reason I said it in a bad way is because it made it harder to make said video interesting to watch. I mean, what do you expect if all you do at the start is drop people off and pick people up for the first hour? That's partly why I skipped the cutscene of the last mission. I didn't have anything to say.
Car 7, head to South Slopes. Come on, where are you, Mohammed?
We'll be seeing him soon.
Hello, Ramin Belik's up. Shit, fucking battery. This is chaos.
Capitalism is a dirty business.
Yeah? Like war?
Not exactly.
Should have used that bit of dialogue as a cutaway to criticize the gameplay mechanics or something.
Mohammed, what the fuck? Oh, Miss Weinstock. No, not you. What can I do for you today?
Trying to imagine your next phone call being answered like that. Now, we're picking up who I think is one of the best characters of the entire game.
Alright, brother, forward at Dillon Street in Shatland. You, Nico, the one man Roman been talking about all this time. Cousin Nico. Gonna help Roman take over the world and thing.
I guess so.
Respect, alright.
Jeez, how many people did Roman tell his clients about Nico?
I gotta ask you another favor, too.
Go for it.
Can you take this piece? Hear anything bad going down?
Finally, a real weapon after over an hour of gameplay.
There be the spot up there. Watch out for any badness.
Sure.
What's this? I know there's only gonna be one of you who's coming.
Jacob. We have to teach a bad man his lesson and thing.
Looks like his paranoia is
Shit, Nico,
justified.
get this blood clot.
Headshot. 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 Get out of the way, Jacob. Once you get the hang of the aiming that locks onto enemies, the game becomes a piece of cake. Like, it's so easy to get headshots in this game. Also, playing this game for you guys gives me that motivation to be even more accurate than usual.
There be another one, Nico. Check him. Come on, my bullet that fear near it.
How could that not count as a headshot? Wow, that guy's resilient, I'll give him that.
Sorry for Magadog turn around by you.
Let's get
Come
the
here,
ammo
back home, go cafe.
while we can.
Get that away from me now.
Yeah, I like when you hang with a friend to do an activity, you point a gun at them, they're like, hey, be careful.
Thanks for everything. You can keep the peace. I think you know if you use it better than I do. One love.
It feels so good to come back to Grand Theft Auto 4. Literally the last time I gave it a proper go was when I reviewed it a couple of years ago, because I usually don't make much time to play games leisurely because I see it as unproductive. Game reviews like mine take a long time to make because I do them all by myself, and this gameplay commentary is one of the main reasons I've decided to actually give it a chance. It's an excuse to go back to the classics and get something out of it.
Driving for you ain't as boring as I thought it would be.
Jacob is a good man. Watching glue dry with Jacob would not be boring. Thank you.
Oh no! That I can say is my fault, and it's not my fault. If you know what I mean. It was a blind corner. Give me a break. Since I'm waiting for the next mission marker to appear, let's get drunk with Roman.
Okay, man, let's go drinking. Come get me in next hour.
Wait for me then, cousin.
So, how much money did you lose in there, Roman? Is there enough left for the drinking fund?
There you are, cousin. Let's move.
We go to the Irish one, that might be closer.
If you say so.
I do say so, man.
Ooh,
I do.
that-
I just did.
I didn't mean that.
It's good to have you here. Whatever shit we get into, man, it's good.
Thanks. Don't you miss home? You've been there a long time. You never get homesick?
Sure. I miss things about home, but
Oh,
I think
sorry, I did. Again? Okay, now the cops in this game are really starting to get on my nerves. The only time I ever do something that might trigger it, there's always one present.
was shining, but now I live here and life is good.
Is it?
No, it isn't, Roman. Jesus. At least not right now. Sorry, give me a minute. Besides, it's not like I hurt that guy or anything like that. Well, maybe I did, but it's not like I was rampaging or anything like that. It was an accident. Mind you, they're gonna be chasing us again in a minute because drunk driving, which is the most controversial aspect of the entire game. The way you walk when you're drunk, it's like Mr. Burns when Homer thought he was an alien. It's such a funny looking walk, and any elevation just makes you fall over. Unless you're anyone but Nico. They usually fall over when they hit a wall.
I'm not in position to make good decisions right now.
I could have covered them with butter and
And
syrup
continue
and
the
had them
conversation.
for breakfast.
What about Mallory's? Don't you like them?
Have you been born?
The combination of this drunk dialogue while I'm trying my best to drive back home is quite the spectacle. Roman in particular has the best drunk dialogue. It's just one of the other main reasons I like doing these activities. They're better than you might think.
To the bone.
You're drunk, Roman.
That is no excuse for giving it to Mallory, Nico. Since you've got to live with this
I'm just
city,
going as fast as I
I've said
can. I don't give a
everything
shit.
with
Oh
you.
no, here they are
Everything.
again.
But I won't say that. No, I won't say that.
Oh no.
Nico.
I know you do, Roman.
You can't deny that this is good driving considering how much more difficult it is right now. Plus I evaded the police twice. I mean, thrice.
Yoko, Petty Roman's cousin. It's Vlad.
Vlad, name doesn't ring any bells. I'm sorry.
You better start remembering important people you jump with.
Well, it was worth a try. How did he even get his number?
What up, Nico?
Hey,
Glad to see the man, you know. Want to my man, Roman?
Roman. He's okay. He's still waiting for his big break, eh?
Big break. Sure.
I love little Jacob. I don't care if I don't know what he's saying a lot of the time, even with subtitles. I don't want to spoil the plot too much, but he's loyal, he never abuses you, he's one of the friends you can do activities with, and appears more in a lot more of the major missions than you might think.
Go on a back in case one of them try get jump and run off with the ganja. Keep out of this vehicle, we might need to get out of here quick.
Sure, they didn't have no stuff, you know. They tried to take my car in. I still got it though. Finish them if them try to come out the back. I got the front covered.
See? Well, that's unsurprising given the predictable nature of the missions in a GTA game. Did I mention I love the ragdoll physics in this game? I'd get out and pick up the money, but there's nothing to buy in this game apart from weapon ammo at best. And even at this stage, they don't exist.
You're a bad boy, Nico. I don't know what I will be doing without you, know. But I must have got to get the blood clots to set I out.
Alright.
Drive while I black up some more, you know, brother.
There we go. And another mechanic to learn, the cover system, which is actually a series first, surprisingly. Like GTA 3 and Vice City, for example, I was praying for it. Watch and learn. Easy as that.
We can't get a shot on the boy. Check the window. You see him up there?
This is probably the only time you even shoot through a window. Like a lot of the mechanics in this game, I imagine the game designers planned on utilizing these features later down the line, but either forgot about them or there were scenarios where they weren't able to really utilize them properly. Again, easy as that. I reckon I can go the whole game without using any first aid kits or armor. No, don't worry, I won't get too carried away.
Thanks for everything. Keep this little something and say, yo, we appreciate your assistance, see? We talk to you soon.
See you later.
And I get to keep his car. I wonder if I can actually beat this game in less than 20 hours. I mean, it's been an hour and a half, including the activities with Roman and Michelle. I think it is possible. In my opinion, anything over 20 hours is considered a really long game. Not JRPG long, but enough that it requires at least a week to beat it properly, depending on how many hours you put into a video game each day. It seems like every time I play GTA 4, I always get plus 20 hours of each playthrough, and it would just fly through my brain because it's so enjoyable. Although if it's taken an hour and a half just to start a mission with Vlad, I have my doubts. I wish I could. Oh, I'm so taking that. You don't usually see those every day, especially one in blue and orange. It's mine. This is one of the fastest cars in this game. I didn't expect to find it next to a pay and spray so early. Although when I looked back at the footage of part 1 on the way to the bowling alley with Michelle, I did see a couple of these cars driving past. This is definitely going in the parking spot. Though I will say that I've never been a fan of these because they can easily get in the way of traffic and knock them out of their spot. It's happened to me more than once. I would see my Sanchez disappear for no reason, and when I got back to the safe house once, I wasn't very happy.
I see you later, okay? Yoko, Fetty Roman's cousin. What's your name again?
Big mouth prick.
Very catchy. Sit down. Cousin,
I laugh at that almost every time I hear that. I used to think Nico said that just to appease Vlad, given how often he insulted Nico despite being a lot more useful than Roman. Now I realize he was just, quote, taking the shit out of Vlad.
Don't hurt him. Just teach him a lesson. I don't need a bat to teach a lesson.
Besides, I've already got a melee weapon in my pocket. Now the taxi, or as Nico calls them,
Yellow car!
is probably your best friend in this game, since you can use these to skip to your destination in a snap, something I begged for in San Andreas. Sure, it costs money, but you definitely get what you pay for. And as I said before, it's not like you're spending money on anything else.
You think this door is going to save your shop? There's shit I can break out here.
Vlad should pay me to tell punks like you to go away. He get no money.
For the record, I know that you can smash that window before even threatening the store owner. I just want to explain that some of these mechanics you almost never use again. Throwing random items is one of them. There you go.
Stop it, shitbrain! I pay up now. I pay up. Here's the money. I hope you and Vlad choke on it.
Sure, whatever.
What did you think was going to happen? Actually, this is also where GTA Chinatown Wars begins. Which building is Kenny's apartment? I've always loved how that game uses the... Hang on, let's find a cab first. At least that'll be a good way to be able to explain... Oh no! Or maybe I should just take his car. Is there any... There we go, there's a cab. I'll let him off the hook because my health is full.
Sit back and enjoy the ride.
Anyway, I love how Chinatown Wars uses the same map as this one, and how all the gang locations are similar, road placement, just amid the bridges and Alderney. If you're playing both titles at the same time, you'll be more easily impressed. I've also been getting requests to review that game for years. Now, since I've got it on the PlayStation Vita, I have definitely played it, and already have a script that's about 60% complete. I just need a reliable way to record PSP footage on a TV, and once I do, I'll definitely review it, because for a handheld game, it is fantastic. I'll keep taking the medication.
I had to smash the shop up pretty good, but he paid.
Don't worry your little peasant head about it.
That it? Can I go now?
Sure. Get out of my face.
Just walks off immediately after asking if he could go. I suppose it's not relevant enough to make a detailed cutscene out of it. And I also received a payment so pathetic all it did was pay for the taxi fares. But then again, all I did was throw a brick at a window. Well, since there's nothing else to... Ooh, how I like that car. Anyway, there's nothing to do at the moment, so let's stop there. Now, the response from the last video was very positive, and I really appreciate it. I know this way of gameplay commentaries isn't exactly improv comedy, and it does appear like a jumbled mess compared to what I normally do, but given the extra free time at home, it doesn't hurt to try anything different. And again, I'm just glad to have a good excuse to replay GTA 4. At least that's what I'm hoping to accomplish. I am going to try and complete the story. As usual, don't forget to like, share, subscribe, and also check out the reviews. They'll always be king. Thanks for watching, but more importantly, stay safe.